over their head.
There's the catcher for Duke, Michael Rothenberg, who was hit by a pitch his first time, and he does that. He drops it into left field for a base hit. Hit number 2 for the Blue Devils, and a 1-out single here in the 4th. Left fielder Kyle Gallagher for the Blue Devils swings and lines at center field. DeLoach coming in, and it drops. Back-to-back base hits for the Blue Devils, and they got something going, 2 on, 1 out.
Well, when you have a pitcher on the mound like Dox that's punching people out, you kind of want to try to pick on pitches early in the count. You'll get aggressive early in the count. Now, if you're Texas A&M, it's kind of like the chess match. They're making a move. Now, Doxakis might be throwing a little bit of a changeup or maybe that break a ball first pitch to try to get him off that first pitch heater.
High drive, deep left. This ball's hit far and over the fence. A 3-run blast for Nichols, just his 2nd home run of the year. And it's Duke that jumps out to a 3-0 lead in the 4th. For Nichols, his 31st, 32nd, and 33rd RBIs, and the first big blast in this Morgantown Regional belongs to Duke.
Now, for me, this is a no-brainer. Ball trying to get in on his hands, doesn't quite clear, stays thigh high, middle in, and make no doubt that ball was out of here. I like to, and then all of a sudden it's in the seats. Yeah, reoccurring.
Crabtree, right center field, and that's going to drop in. Bounces on that turf. And he's going to chug on into second. 4 consecutive hits for Duke here with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. 15th double of the year for Crabtree.
Well, aggressiveness again early in the count. Forget about it. Continue to execute.
Another 3-2, and that's tapped softly towards second. Runner coming home. The throw to the plate, safe. Crabtree comes in with the 4th run of the inning, and a little dribbler off the bat. A Shrek turns into another run as Blom at second could not get the out at the plate.
Well, A&M had the infield in, and they were looking to try to choke off this run, but the ball not hit hard enough. Blom trying to go home. Really, his only play was at first base. A little bit unlucky for A&M.
Walked in his first plate appearance. Has a base hit in his second. That dribbles all the way to the 325 mark. Gallagher firing it in, but there's Coleman at second. Hunter Coleman begins the Texas A&M 5th with a 2-base hit.
Ben Gross has been very, very effective with his slider, and on this pitch he does not get it where he wants. That ball just kind of rolling in there. High breaking ball. You see in amateur baseball, it gets hit down the line. In the big leagues, a lot of times that's a souvenir. I didn't get a chance to catch many of those. Ball right there, that's just, I think that's just from pregame.
And top of the order up, Shoemake wanting to make something happen, and this is going to at least get the runner home from third. Gallagher makes the catch, and tagging up is Hunter Coleman, and he'll bring in the first A&M run of the game. 47th RBI for Shoemake to lead A&M. It's 4-1. Let's check in with Chris. It's sharply towards right center. That ball fled in the alley. DeLoach cuts it off. A little stumble around first by Rothenberg, but he's in with a slide and a leadoff double, his 2nd hit today.
You see a lot more stops at first base, but Duke has certainly taken advantage a couple of times.
That's shot towards right center field, and that ball is down. Rothenberg's going to be stopped at third as DeLoach fires. And he's fortunate that Gallagher didn't take an extra base there. He stayed at first. That throw is way up the third base line, but Duke has runners at the corners.
From third base, get that 4-run lead.
Skips past Hunter and to the plate with a head-first slide is Rothenberg, and it's 5-1 Duke.
call that a unforced error. Whether that was a mix-up between or didn't look like Mikey Horner saw that very well, and yeah, it was just a fastball designed to be on the outside corner. Ended up down and in a little bit too late. Kind of had to go a pitch, but deep down inside you're thinking, you know what, I could reach that. He just didn't quite get his glove down far enough, and you beat yourself up behind the plate. You know that you wanted the pitch here, it ended up there. Sometimes you just have to put on that Superman cape and just do a little bit more.
Situational hitting to the right side, and Nichols with a base hit. Gallagher stopped at third, but here's a guy who went deep in the fourth, came up his next time in the sixth, and swung at the first pitch and grounded out to short, but this time good situational hitting through the right side. That ball's roped to left by Maxwell, and how about that? A freshman off the bench, pinch hitting for Duke, launches a 3-run homer. It's 8-1 Blue Devils.
Wow. Chris Pollard pushing all the right buttons, sending up the freshman. Ball down and in. Absolutely crushed. Line shot. No doubter. That ball's out of everywhere except Yellowstone.
Yeah, wow. A second home run to left for Duke today is the other one from Nichols. Another hit by a pitch at Dukoff. He's on with one out in our second game. I mean, the fact that Dwight D. Eisenhower was in the White House the last time West Virginia hosted a regional here.
All game.
And that's going to get through the right side for a base hit. Dukoff coming around third. Schreck's throw coming to the plate is cut off, and it's 8-2. 15th RBI this season for Deloach.
Together from the first inning all the way to just now.
And a hit by pitch is going to load the bases. Second hit by pitch of the inning from Thomas Gerard.
Can get a bunch of runs in a hurry. And should they hit a home run here or there, I tell you, this will get a completely different feel.
And that bounces away. Coming to the plate, Foster, and he scores. A little risky to try to score that situation for A&M, but beating the throw, Foster, and now it's 8-3. Starting pitcher Ben Gross. Up and in, it kicks away. Here comes the runner for the plate, and had the catcher Rothenberg been able to pick that up with the bare hand, they might have had a shot at home. But another run scores, and now it's 8-4.
Well, pitch designed to be outside. That ball, as a catcher, you're gonna keep that ball in front of you at least. That's got to be caught. Yes, it did miss. And you know what? We can score some runs should they end up in the loser's bracket.
Up the middle, base hit. A&M's not finished yet. It's 8-5. 31st RBI for Ty Coleman. Been a 4-run inning now for the Aggies.
Is dangerous with 2 strikes.
Right side, diving. Loperfido to second for 1, and safe at first is Shoemake. Duke gets the very elusive second out of the inning. We've seen Loperfido a couple of times today on this synthetic infield dirt, we'll call it, with a slide and a long toss, and he got the out at second base again. And he hit him, and the tying run is going to come to the plate for Texas A&M with 2 outs in the 9th. Third batter hit by pitch in this inning by Duke pitching.
By Condell.
Vandy, Ohio State coming up next from Nashville. We'll send you there as soon as we're through. To short. Hoyle, the flip, the toss, and Duke hangs on. They get a scare in the bottom of the 9th, but the Blue Devils beat Texas A&M 8-5.